Hey there, guys. Gamer Minilla here, and today we are on part 6 of my Gamera Memorial Box review series. That's right, we are at the penultimate episode, folks, and today we're going to be taking a look at Jiger. Now, Jiger here is from the movie Gamera vs. Jiger. And she, a lot of the monsters in Gamera are actually female. She is quite the weird one. She has this horn here, and it like projects this ultra microwave beam that instantly vaporizes anything it touches. Which, that's pretty cool attack. And she also has a stinger that comes out of her tail. Unfortunately, the figure does not have the stinger, but we'll get to the figure itself in a second. And it juts out and it stabs Gamera in the neck, and it makes him forcibly pregnant with Jiger's baby. Gamera vs. Jiger is a weird movie, but it's actually really, really entertaining. I highly recommend that movie. But on to the figure itself. Jiger here is yet another absolute hit in the Gamera Memorial Box set, in my opinion. And you could tell from all this beautiful painting and sculpting. Like, all of Jiger's weird little ring scales are here and accounted for. I think these were actually suction cups. I don't remember. I do know that the suction cups on the feet are suction cups, and they are expertly painted and sculpted on the figure here. Zooming in, oh yeah. I didn't even think that they would need to do a detail like this, but I am certainly glad that they did. Now, as for paint-wise, the teeth are very, very cleanly painted. The horns are very nicely painted. This one is unfortunately warped, but that's probably due to age and it being in a box for most of the better part of nearly, 30 years now? Yeah. So that's a thing, but the horns are very cleanly painted on every single angle, something that I could not say for Giron, unfortunately. And then you got this nice little gradient effect going on with the paint here going from the base tan color of the body up into the red of the sail here. That's very, very nice. Now, as for articulation, you got your standard stuff, but because of sculpting, the legs can only go back about... Well, they can go all the way around if you go this way, but the sculpt gets in the way of fully going all the way around in the other direction. And as for the arms, you need to move the legs back in order to move them, but they only go about that far back when you're doing that, and they only go about that far forward because of Jiger's big head, which unfortunately is not articulated. It's glue sealed, unfortunately. But a pretty decent range of motion overall. And in case you couldn't tell, Jiger is one of the few tokusatsu quadrupeds that actually doesn't walk on her knees. It's very, very unique and not very much done at all outside of, the Gamera series and I think Ultraman, maybe? But yeah, that's That's it for painting, sculpting, and articulation, so let's get on to the size comparison. Here she is, next to Gamera. And I must say, this is very decent scaling, if I remember correctly from the movie. Very decent scaling indeed. And then for another quadrupedal monster, here she is next to the Raymundo Toys YMSF Behemoth. Very, very nice, even though, again, the MonsterVerse's actual monster sizes are much bigger than this compared to Gamera. I feel like for 6-inch scale toys, very, very nice. And for one last comparison, because, gonna be honest, I kind of just wanted to show this guy off at some point, the Mezco Toys Black and White King Kong. And, well, certainly not in scale at all, especially with the scale-breaking Andaro figure in his hand. But, I must say, this Kong looks good enough to look good with just about anything. Can't wait to get to my review of this guy. But in closing thoughts, Jiger here is once again a fantastic release from this box set, and I highly recommend getting not only the Jiger, but the whole box. I will see you guys next time with the finale of the Gamera Memorial Box set with Jiger.